What's up guys, Luke Pelly back here. Today we're going to be doing a little behind the scenes action and you're going to see exactly how I create these YouTube videos. So I already flew the M50 here on a gimbal so we could take you around the space. We'll walk around a little bit and I'll show you exactly what it takes to make these videos. Let's get going. This camera here is the Canon T5i. It's sitting on a tripod here so I could lock in the exact angle that I want. This rig in my hand right now is the Canon M50 on the Zhiyun Weebill S. The Canon M50 is what I shoot 95% of my channel on. I just have this camera here out right now for one of my communications classes. So I thought perfect opportunity since I need two cameras for this video. I'll just stick this one on a tripod, and then the M50 is definitely way easier to fly on a gimbal because it's lightweight and it's got a sick autofocus system, so it makes it easy if you're trying to walk around and get some cool shots. So now right here we have two identical Mount Dog softboxes, and they're both on light stands pointed at about a 45-degree angle down towards this chair here. So as you see, they're kind of this weird rectangle shape and they're actually pretty small, so when they're right next to each other it makes a pretty decent square and it's a much bigger, brighter surface. So if I need it bright, I use both of them on, but if I want it a little moodier, then I only have one on like that. Alright, now for my audio, I have two primary microphones for this channel. This here is the Blue Yeti, and anytime I'm sitting down in one spot, especially at my desk, I'm going to be using this Blue Yeti here. I'm not using it right now, and that's because I'm walking around a lot. We're using a Zoom H4n, running an XLR cable into that as our external recorder, and we're using an Audio-Technica Pro 70. This is a really good lavalier microphone, and it's XLR, so we get to use those nice preamps of the H4n. And then this is hooked up via wired lavalier directly to my shirt here. So while this carpet looks really nice, it also has a very functional purpose in a recording space. This helps dampen the sound because, as you see, we have hardwood floors here. So this would be a very echoous, reverberous space without this carpet here. So it helps to dampen the audio a little bit. So in our backdrop here, we have the famous neon, fake neon sign back there. And it's just a nice pineapple. And this, especially if we have a very fast lens, we can get some nice bokeh with that neon sign back there. And then again, we have a practical light back here. I've talked about this light in one of my vlogs before, but this is just a really nice, bright, portable light. It's RGB, so it can switch colors to any light, and it's super bright. So that thing is perfect for a situation like this. Then we get our nice like Nike retro Air Force Ones up here. I'm not a big shoe collector by any means, and those aren't really that nice of shoes. I just put them up there because then they kind of look more expensive. And this here is just one of those LED light bulbs. It's got a little remote control. I've had this for a few years and it hasn't burned out yet, so I guess that's pretty good value. So that's pretty much all the gear I use to create these videos. Next, to prepare for my videos, I really don't do much. I know that's probably not what you want to hear because you want to hear how you can prepare. If an idea comes to me in the middle of the day, I'll write it down in my notes app on my phone. I just have a running list of video ideas. And then once I pick an idea and I know I want to run with it, then I'll put it down in a journal. And that's where I can start planning out a shot list if I know I want to do a cinematic sequence. And then I'll put bullet points of the main points I definitely want to hit throughout a video. So I stay on topic, because if I have no plan at all, I'll just ramble for an hour and not know where I'm going. So after we set up all the gear and we prepared for our video, now we move into the filming process. And for that, everything's pretty much already set up in my room, just pushed into a corner. So we just pull the stuff out, set everything up for the day, and we just sit down and we start recording. It usually takes me about an hour to film a 10-minute video, but I try and just make the process a little easier every time so I can cut down that time little by little. So after we have all the footage, I usually go to bed because a lot of times I'm filming pretty late because I like to procrastinate. I also feel more productive at nighttime. I'm definitely a night owl. Then I'll usually edit the following day. I don't want to wait too long because I've done that a lot of times in the past and I end up never editing the video. And by that time, I've already moved on to other things, so I never go back and edit the video. So I have about 5 videos worth of footage sitting on a hard drive, and they're just gonna forever sit on my computer, and I will, for the most part, never edit them. So I really try and edit within the next few days. I like editing the day after because I know what I said and it's easier for me to find the footage. But obviously then I put on the blue light blocking glasses. I sit down, I edit for 2 hours, then the video is pretty much done. I actually forgot to mention something in the filming process. After I film everything, I take my thumbnail photos. You want to make sure you take separate photos for your thumbnail. Don't just screen grab a photo from your video. It's going to look very grainy and it won't look good. You want your thumbnails to be amazing. Your thumbnails play such a big role in people clicking on your videos, so take the time. You already did 95% of the work. Don't just slack off for the last 5%. You want to make sure you focus hard on that thumbnail, make it really good, and then take time, write your description, write the details, add tags to your video, everything to help it rank in search. And now we're on to the upload stage. So after the video is done, I've finished editing it, I'll put it on YouTube and it'll start uploading. That'll usually take, again, a few hours to upload and then a few more hours before it's available in HD. So we set it for a certain time. I like noon or 3 o'clock when a lot of people are on YouTube. So then we'll set it up, it'll start uploading. Big thing, I like working on the thumbnail and description while the video is uploading because I have this window of time where I'm still focused and then I want everything to be done by the time YouTube's done processing the video. This was a fun little behind the scenes, gave you a little insight on how I make videos. I made this video because I got at least 2 comments asking me how I create videos, and for me, as a small YouTuber, 2 comments is enough for me to realize that people actually want to see that. So if you want to see a specific video from me, make sure you leave it in the comments down below. And then if you have a second account, you can comment it again, so I definitely get to it. All right? Well guys, if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to hit the subscribe button. It's, again, completely free. And if you hate the content, you can always unsubscribe later. So it's very low stakes. We're basically playing the penny slots here.